All right, this is my first go at lab. I've got my glasses on. I don't need gloves, I don't think. I think I'm okay. All right, so I've got some fun mixture colors in here. Let's just see what happens with this. Whoa! Oh gosh! Oh, it's so warm! Oh my god! What a mess! What did I do? Ah! Oh my god! I think I need help! Mr. Brown, Misty Goodis, come help! What did I do? What did I make? Feel it!
Oh no, you must have added an enzyme.
Oh, well, is that good?
Sure, it's
Looks
good.
good to me.
Did we make elephant toothpaste?
Elephant toothpaste.
What?
In this graduated cylinder, I'm having a small piece of beef liver. Okay, so just remember that I'm having a tiny piece of beef liver. And what I'm going to do next, I'm going to add some hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so this is hydrogen peroxide, the stuff you can be able to get from any grocery store. You guys are familiar with hydrogen peroxide, I believe. All right, so I'm just going to dump 10 ml, about 10 ml of hydrogen peroxide into this graduated cylinder. And remember, I'm having a beef liver, right? But before I do that, I would like you to make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen when I add hydrogen peroxide to beef liver? Okay. All right. So take a minute or two and write down your prediction. So we got our beef liver here, and this hydrogen peroxide. I'll just go ahead and pour the hydrogen peroxide into this container that has the beef. What is it?
Liver.
The beef liver, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Oh, that was fast. You
So
know what?
fast.
One more thing I could do is I could just check the temperature to see if there's any change in the temperature. Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That is increasing very quickly.
Okay. So there's some evidence there that the temperature is rising as the reaction is taking place. Just look at the amount of bubbles produced. Okay. Let me suppose, if you don't mind, just go ahead and
Yes.
hit
Stop.
stop. All right. And even without the probe, try to fill the container. What do you feel?
It's warm.
It's warm, all right? And we have evidence of temperature rise over there, okay? I wonder whether you guys can remember what we call this type of reaction.
Good job.
Okay. If you said exothermic reaction, that is correct. This is an example of what we call an exothermic reaction, a reaction that is releasing heat to the environment, okay? So the reaction is losing heat to the environment. And when I touch the container, that's why I feel it is warmer. And also we have evidence that the temperature was actually rising, okay? All right, so that's our observation. Remember, this was beef liver or cow liver and hydrogen peroxide, okay? So I wonder if I repeated the same experiment using green pepper instead of
Liver?
liver,
Okay.
yeah, what will happen, okay? So I just took a small piece of green pepper and I placed it here. I need to be very transparent. Okay, that's green pepper. And again, remember, this is hydrogen peroxide. So we're adding hydrogen peroxide to green pepper, right? So same procedure, everything is the same. Hydrogen peroxide, there we go, and we add to green pepper. All right, let's see. Okay. Mr. Boris, do you see anything?
I see some bubbles.
Some bubbles.
But,
How does it compare with the first experiment?
well, the first experiment, the bubbles shot right to the top very quickly.
Okay, so let's
These don't really seem to be going anywhere.
just make sure that we are doing exactly what we did. So I'm going to take my probe. By the way, guys, I didn't tell you, this is a temperature probe, okay? We don't use those thermometers anymore. We just use the sensors, okay?
Collect on the same graph?
Yeah. It will ask you to...
Okay, there we go.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to take my probe right there.
All right,
And,
let's take a look at our graph, see what's happening. Remember the last graph started a little bit higher temperature and it shot up quite quickly to 30 degrees Celsius, but this one seems to be staying pretty consistent.
Okay.
We're getting about 23.7 degrees Celsius.
Okay. All right. Just to be sure, let me just take out the probe and see what happens to, let's see what the room temperature is. Okay. All right.
So you can see he took the probe out of the test tube and the temperature is starting to go down.
Yeah, so the temperature is just slightly above the room temperature, okay? All right, that's enough for the temperature. And that's our green pepper. You guys clearly can see there's a difference between green pepper and the liver, right? Okay, stay with me. I'm gonna do the same experiment, but this time around I'm going to take some yeast solution, right? So just some little yeast, okay? I'm gonna take a teeny tiny amount of yeast, okay? Just the active yeast, this stuff that you buy from a grocery store. And I'm gonna go ahead and add just some amount of yeast, okay? I hope you guys know that yeast is a living organism, okay? It's a fungi, okay? It's a fungi. It is a single-celled fungi. Students always ask me, you're saying it's single-celled, how come we are able to see it? Okay, how come we can be able to see yeast with our eyes, okay? What you're looking at, if you open this packet...
droplets right here, all these little pieces.
It's millions and millions and millions of cells, okay? It's millions and millions of cells, okay? So anyway, that is a story for a lesson for another day. We're going to go ahead and just do the same thing.
Get a hold one for you.
Okay, all right. Practice some good lab protocols here. So just the same amount, about 10 ml of hydrogen peroxide. And yeast we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's the yeast reaction with hydrogen peroxide. Okay, I wonder whether your camera can be able to capture the sound. I like that sound, yeah. It gives me a nice feeling. Okay, all right, so that was yeast. All right, guys, I'm just gonna recap what we did. We had liver. Okay, we had liver, and then we tried green pepper, and this is yeast. Okay, we could go on and on and on, right? We could do it with the potato. In the interest of time, I guess you guys get the idea, right? So the question is, what is it that the potato has, or the yeast has, or the liver has, or the green pepper has, that is reacting with hydrogen peroxide? And I think that's the key question for our lesson today.